Karthik, I go by MTK on the MIC, and this is the Rocky Point Recharge Zone, or RPRZ. You can find it at rprz.org. It's an area of recharge for the Edwards Aquifer in South Texas. We've had 3 good days of rain, and it's nice and sunny today and yesterday, so a lot of it will have dried up. So we're going to take the opportunity today to walk into the wood and follow the water. We'll take a look at the entire region, and we'll see how things grew during these last several days. Let's go check it out. Quite a bit. They just mowed it. There's plenty of water in the creek bed, and there's been egrets every day. There's one here today hunting. You can see it down there, hiding. It doesn't really like me coming around, but we'll film it when we leave. So a lot of nice grass growth, weed growth. We are definitely going to see wildflowers, I believe. The timing on the grass cutting is good. So here's our daily egret. Hi, bud. Ardea alba. They've been coming pretty well now for these rainy days. And that egret will take off as I get closer, so we'll do that just to get it in flight and also start filming down there by the creek bed. So lovely in flight, the egret and the heron. So yeah, the backfield's looking pretty good. The creek bed, as you can see, is full to our points. We have some barometric, if you will, measuring points, ways to sort of see how dry our recharge zone is. And that is, from here you can tell pretty well. The creek bed can be broken right around there and right around there. So there'll be pools here, pools there, and pools in the glen. But they're cut off from each other, and as days of 100-degree weather and 95-degree weather and so on continue, those will each dry, or some will dry, and so on. So basically from the glen down to about this tip right here. On regular years now, for about 5 years, these pools are all still full of water, and they are right now. And they all stay connected. And I'm fairly certain we have a night heron living in there, and some creatures we still haven't filmed. So that's really all pretty good stuff. Water is still, just after these 2 days of sunshine, bright sunshine, look, it's already dried up in here, but it's still pretty good on this side. You can see it. Right? Pretty good on this side of the creek bed. Let's walk over to the other side and take a look at the front field. Yeah, you can see still on this side, plenty of water here. The turtle probably has room to come out in that rare way that he or she does. The other day when we got to finally pull it out of the water and film it, we have footage of that turtle going back at least 2 years. So that's pretty fun to think about. Finally getting a good look at that at least 10-year-old turtle. Now, another reason we're doing this today is to show the levels for the longitudinal study that we're making here. I have a lot of footage from May of 2017. I have a lot of footage from May of 2018. And here we are on May of 2019. Let's take a good look at the backfield and the front creek bed, and let's have a record of those. Checking the other side, still plenty of water despite yesterday's bright sunshine and today's. That new channel, I'm liking that. That's a good thing. The possibility of a slightly deeper pool each year is a good idea. Checking this side. The water's still pretty cloudy, but here we go. We talked about the barometers. That's that sort of new channel right here. And that's 1 pool, 2 pools, and the third one under the black willow. They will dry slowly in order. This one will go first, then that one. And that one will shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink till all the water's gone. And then if there are no rains for 8 months, the recharge zone really suffers. So let's walk down to the wood and keep on going. You can see here the pool's close up. This one will dry, sometimes even last. And if they're getting dug deeper by these rains, I'm hoping that that's the kind of stuff that can be really good here. It would really be good to put some kind of shade, because by cutting the grass, all this exposed stuff are the ones that dry, and that stuff under the tunnels is becoming the real heart this ecosystem. That did not exist 6 years ago. So that's what's exciting about this situation in the Rocky Point recharge zone. Let's walk up to the wood and see what we can see. A quick look at the front field before we get to the wood. This is May 12th. It's at a nice height. The paintbrush, there's many more today than there were yesterday, much more thistle. They always come first. You can see them scattered across the field here. But then the other wildflowers should be coming soon. We've had good rain. And some Texas poppy. But all the early ones are here. That's the front field. There's the black willow and the pond below it. Now we know if it's a lot of water from these rains, if the water is trickling still down here. If it's stopped, then we're looking at it's all going to dry up. But if there's still a trickle, that shows signs that the water from the rains 2 days ago or night before last is still active. And the answer is no. You can see here it stops. The water stops there. So now that's all going to be drying until there's more rain. And you can see the rain has stopped down here. This is where that continuous flow we can check usually, because that's how it gets into the pools that are ahead. You can see them in the creek, in the wood there. You've seen them in previous videos. I'll just go up and check them out. So just inside the wood here, we're always looking back at it from out there this way, and if you see just where the water comes in, and it brings us to the first two pools that are in the front of the wood. This is the creek bed, and water's been in it for tens of thousands of years. I'm certain there are dinosaur bones and footprints beneath this 100-year floodplain rather. There's plenty of fossils in all the stones. You can see them. You have to be very cautious when you're walking here, not to turn an ankle or so on. This is the kind of area we could make a simple path through. Because once again, the problem here is, look at all the garbage. There's so much garbage being brought in here and just dumped on the ground. So part of this reclamation idea is to increase the quality of the water that enters by having the people who care for a green belt also care for an environment. There's not just plastic dumped everywhere. So yeah, we can see these are going to dry up pretty soon. But the front two ponds are still active. This is where we tried to catch the heron that died, the animal rescue young man from UTSA. Look, see plastic piping in the water, and just it's just a dump. And actually it's not now that there's so much water happening here from the diversions and so on. But that heron, we tried to catch it here. You should see that video. That thing wasn't going to let us catch it. And it died that night, sadly, but we tried. I'm walking carefully, so... And we're not going to go all the way in. I just wanted to make a report for today, and I'd like to keep it under 10 minutes. So we're just doing this to take a peek. This water's pretty clean. So it's been standing a good long while, and it stops right there. So there are 3 pools back there. I'm sure they're full, but we're not going to walk today to the deep wood. One of the reasons why is because there's going to be more rain. Lighter rain than the ones we just had, but I'm hearing that Tuesday night, Wednesday night, today's Monday the 12th, we're expecting more rain. So if that's the case, I'm hoping we get more flow. But I wanted a quick look at what's going on right now. This is the wood, the front part of the wood in the Rocky Point recharge zone, which is where we're always looking up there. I am MTK on the MIC. You can find all of this material at rprz.org. Thanks.